tea. Okay, this was a green tea that I made earlier, and I've just put the sugar into the bottom.
How much sugar for each jar?
Okay, one batch of kombucha is 1 cup of sugar, 15 cups of water, and 1 cup of starter tea plus the SCOBY. So I just happen to be doing it in thirds.
Oh, okay.
Jars.
So 1 cup you said of sugar. So you've got a third of a cup in each.
Yeah.
And that's green tea, and you just let that sit for probably since this morning, I think, eh? Get some good strong tea in there.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's just about getting it cool enough that you don't kill your SCOBY. But it's good if you put it in warm to
melt the sugar.
Melt the sugar.
Dissolve the sugar.
Yeah.
That was green tea. Now is this black tea?
Yeah. I'm just gonna try and get thirds. So the mixture is about half green and half black. I use a tablespoon of loose leaf green tea and a tablespoon of loose leaf black tea.
Okay.
Which is probably on the strong side, but that's supposed to help your SCOBY.
SCOBY likes it strong.
SCOBY doesn't like no wimpy tea.
The brewing over there is our coffee brewing. Just in case someone's wondering what that crazy noise is.
Just in case this
It's not the SCOBY making noises.
video goes viral. And
yeah. This is where the SCOBY is.
okay, this is a batch that is finished fermenting. It's a double batch. Yes. Ooh, hello, baby.
Looks supposed to be all that color.
Yeah, as long as there's nothing fuzzy on there, you're okay.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Well, you get used to it. These are about 1.5 liters, and I want to end up with about 4 liters at the end.
Okay.
Last time, I want to get my SCOBYs a little bit fatter. So one thing is, this is a huge vessel. So that makes it quite thin, but so I'm going to put lots of starter tea in this time. Okay, so there's a SCOBY.
That's 1 SCOBY.
Yeah. And she can go in here. See, that's the yeast.
Oh.
And then the darker your tea, the darker your SCOBY will be.
Mm-hmm. So. That's 1, hey? Looks like 2.
No, that's just 1. It's a little bit fatter. It's an older one. But I guess they don't grow.
You gotta go way down. Ah, there's some more. Whoa. That won't rip or anything, hey?
Well, it might rip, but it's okay.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it is a big one. And I guess they don't, I don't know, one thing I read said they won't grow now, like once you...
Oh, put more
Although
in.
I think this one has grown maybe. So, who knows? Okay. Okay, so now every one of these jars will grow a new SCOBY. And I've got a really strong mix of tea in there right now, so I need to get it.
You want me to hold it?
No, I do have funnels.
Hmm.
That's okay. I just make a mess and clean up.
So that's a strong tea, a mix of,
So what I poured in
original?
already was the black and green tea, half
Yeah.
and half. Doesn't really matter what volume of water you put in your tea. You don't need to make a lot because you're going to let it cool off. So I'm just going to do 2 scoops.
oh, right, you gotta put some of the original
Yeah.
from the SCOBY that was living in. You have to put that in
Yeah.
with the new.
With the, so this is the fermented tea. This is called the starter tea, what I'm putting in right now.
Yeah.
It's already been fermented, and it's going to help establish the pH so that our SCOBY is happy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for the volume I've done, I'm going to top up the water now. And this is reverse osmosis. There should be, I guess, about so this bacteria doesn't like the minerals in the water, so the reverse osmosis takes the minerals out, and that's a better environment for.
And you just got that from the health food store, right?
Yeah, they have a reverse osmosis. So that's that. I'm gonna cover it up. And don't want to use cheesecloth because the bugs get in the cheesecloth. So I've got some napkins here.
Do you have more SCOBY in this big jug?
I think there's probably another one down there. Yeah. So I have SCOBY hotels.
Yeah, so this is like a hotel now?
Nope. This is a ferment.
This is a ferment.
Yeah. Just gonna wipe those up, and I'm just gonna put the rings on
Mm-hmm.
to keep the cloth down, and that's that.
So it's, you're saying that each one of those will grow another SCOBY?
Yeah. So the SCOBY that I put in was bigger than this vessel, so it's just sinking down in, and that's fine. And a new SCOBY will start to grow within a couple of days.
The size of the top surface.
It'll just sit on top. Yeah.
So it's good just not to shake these or anything, or does it matter?
Well, I wouldn't want to put it on top of the dishwasher, but
No.
no, it's good if they need to sit somewhere dark, so ultraviolet light is damaging to the bacteria, and warmth. So we're cold here, so we wrap the rope light. To keep the temperature, because that's an outside wall.
Mm-hmm.
And
How does that take?
so this will sit, because we're cooler. It'll sit about 15 days. I'm gonna test it, and generally it takes mine about 3 weeks. Right now in this temperature.
Okay.
But I put more starter tea in this time, so that might help it move things along a little faster. So fermentation varies with temperature,
And
strength of
Strength
your
of
starter tea, strength of your tea that you brewed. Yeah. Strength of your SCOBY.
I guess you want that pretty snug, hey? Otherwise, it's not. Has to be touching in order to get the
Get the warmth, yeah.
transfer of heat.
So this is now ready to do a second ferment. And so all we would do here is pour it into clean bottles. And I have lemon and ginger and I think some blueberries or something I'm gonna do.
So you can add whatever flavors you want.
Yep.
Okay. So basically, it goes from the new fermentation, first fermentation that you just did, and creates this for this, which is has a second fermentation already. And now you can make your flavors.
So this batch has gone through its first fermentation.
Mm-hmm.
And what we did was we took out the SCOBY and some starter tea. And yeah, that's over there for first
For the
fermentation.
next round. So
So
this
this-
is going to be there adding your flavor now.
Right.
The
This-
second fermentation.
Yes, this is ready for a second fermentation.
Okay.
So I don't have bottles set up and stuff, so I'm just going like the tea. I'm just gonna go fishing and see if there's another SCOBY in there.
So this is the hotel. This is, you had this in storage.
Yeah, I just did this a couple days ago. So it's just a tea and sugar mix again.
Oh, okay.
But we're just gonna see if there's anybody else in here. Nope,
Oh, good.
nobody else in there. Oh yeah, lots of good yeast.
So all those little floaties is yeast, hey?
Yeah. So that's what helps with the carbonation.
Mm-hmm.
But it also has to do with the alcohol. So when we're doing the kombucha, we want to make sure we go into a clean vessel and scrub out the old vessel really well. Like with this one, the spout, I take it all apart and scrub it all out because the yeast will get too strong in the kombucha over time if you don't just keep it in check, basically.
So you could just like plug that up too, couldn't you?
Well, it tends to get plugged up with
Oh.
those SCOBYs.
Oh. I think one of them tried to escape.
Yeah. First time I did it, I'm like, because I was drawing off of it to sample it quite frequently because I wasn't familiar with the taste and stuff. And yeah, eventually there was just SCOBY in the whole.
Okay, so this has to be used up and go into bottles. Going into these bottles. Those were done, what, yesterday or day before?
Yeah, a
26.
couple days ago. These three.
That's the
so.
second fermentation, and they have lemon and ginger in them,
And cranberry.
and cranberry.
Oh, they're gonna be tart.
What are the ones in the two little jars in the back?
Those are from another ferment, but I didn't add any flavor to them.
Okay, so it's straight up
It's
kombucha.
straight tea, and I just wanted to see if it would ferment. So it's got a little bacteria growing on it, and it's getting a little bit of fizz. So it would be having to ferment just off the sugar that was left in the tea from the first ferment. So it's hard for it to get very fizzy, but I just wanted to try.
Is there very much of a difference in flavor without the Like just the tea and the kombucha? Is it?
So after the first ferment, what you should have is a fairly tart tea. So uh, after the first week or so, you can start tasting it, and what you taste is just a sweet tea,
Mm-hmm.
and then it starts to turn towards a vinegar. So what you want is to catch it before all the sweetness is gone, because that means all the sugar's been eaten up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you want to catch it just before. Or I want to catch it just before because I try to eliminate as much sugar as I can.
So do you know how many days that is then? Like you've got that worked out?
Well, for me right now, it's been at least 15 days.
In this second stage?
Oh, in this second stage, it's closer to 10
Mm-hmm.
in a good bottle, and I burp it every day.
Oh, right.
But 10 days gets it nice and fizzy, and really dry. Like the sugar is almost gone, and that's what I like. So
Okay.
it gets fizzy within a couple days, though.
Okay.
So
Okay. So this is kombucha that you made before, and there's a big SCOBY growing in there.
yeah. So this is a second ferment. Yeah, and the SCOBY can grow on your second ferments, but because they're flavored, and they've been exposed to more acid and or essential oils or something that would make their balance not right, you don't take them and use them for a first ferment.
Okay. So you keep them covered up. Why?
Because the ultraviolet light from the sun is antibacterial, so it will damage the bacteria culture that you have growing there.
Okay.